Hi children, today I am bringing you the second part of this paper. I hope you are preparing for your term test, second term test. So this is going to help you answer those questions and understand the theory parts required. So watch to the end and answer these questions yourselves, and also share with others so that you can support your friends too. And if you are new to here, just subscribe to my channel, and after you watch this, leave a comment so that you can let me know what you feel, and I read all these comments. So I would like to read your comment too. Okay, as I always say, read the instructions properly before you answer the questions, and see how much time you have. And also here you have to answer the first question and 4 more questions, right? And first question carries 16 marks, and you know that, right? So read it first, and then choose one question which is the easiest for you, and then answer that. After that, you have to choose the questions which you are going to write. Totally, you have to answer 5 questions out of 7. There are 7 questions. You have to write only 5 according to these instructions. But here I am going to explain you all the questions, how to answer all the questions, right? Fine. Okay, in this one, the way in which 3 paper strips named ABC have been divided into equal parts and colored several parts from it is shown in the above. So indicate the colored part as a fraction in the paper strips ABC respectively. So you see now, I am writing the answer for this first part. A, for A it is 1 over 2, B it is 2 over 3, C it is 1 over 4. It's very simple. Now select and write down unit fractions, wrong fractions written in the above part. You have to write unit fractions 1 over 2 and 1 over 4. But you know what unit fractions are? Unit fraction is a fraction where the numerator is equal to 1. Okay. And also in the third part, write 2 equal fractions with the denominator less than 10 for the fraction which represents the shaded part in the paper strip B. That means you have to write 2 equal fractions for this fraction. B, that means you know there are 2 ways to make equal fractions, but here we can use multiplication. You can multiply by 2, then you get 4 over 6, and also you have 2 over 3, you can multiply by 3, and then you get 6 over 9. And actually you have to write 2 equal fractions, and also their numerator should be less than 10. And so if you write these 2, that is the answer. So if you multiply it like this, 5 and 5, then you get, which is 10 over 15. This is also an equal fraction, and this is also equal to 2 over 3, but you cannot take this answer because they tell you the denominator should be less than 10. Fine. Here you see denominator is 15. Therefore, you cannot take that as an answer. You can take only these 2 actually, right? This, if you write this one and this one, these are the answers. Okay. Okay, for part B, select 2 fractions with the denominator less than 10 from the fractions mentioned in the box and add them. You have to select 2 fractions which with the denominator which is less than 10. Those are 1 over 3 and 2 over 9, and also you have to add them. Okay. For that, you need to make a common denominator. 1 over 3, you multiply it by 3, and 3 plus 2 over 9. The same thing. Here you have to make a common denominator, right? That's why we multiplied by 3. We want to make this 3 9. We want to make 9 out of this 3. That's why we multiplied like this. So you get 3 over 9. This 1 over 3 is 3. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 into 3 is 9 plus 2 over 9, which is equal to. So now you have the common denominator 3 plus 2, 5. The answer is 5 over 9. Right. 5 over 9. Okay. Right. And then select and write down larger fraction out of the fractions 7 over 10 and 11 over 20. Okay, here 7 over 10, we can make a common denominator. 7 over 10, we multiply it by 2. Multiply by 2, now you get 14 over 20. And 14 over 24 is greater than 14 over 20 is greater than 11 over 20. Right. Therefore, you have to choose, say, write down the larger fraction. The large fraction is 7 over 10. Right? It's a large fraction. Subtract the small fraction from the large fraction. You have to subtract the small fraction from the large fraction in the above part 2. And right now, this sounds right. Right. I'll write the answer here. You have to subtract. The small fraction is 11 over 20. Large fraction is 7 over 10 minus 11 over 20. Then you make a common denominator. 7 over 10 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 minus 11 over 20, which is equal to 14 over 20 minus 11 over 20. Here 14 minus 11 over 20, which is equal to 3 over 2. 11 minus 14 minus 7 is equal to 3. Right. And it's done. There are 15 flowers in flower vase. From it, 6 are red, 2 are yellow, and the rest are white. How many white flowers are there in the vase? So 6 plus 2 is 8. Then you have to take 15 minus 8, which is equal to 7. So there are 7 white flowers. Your answer is 7. Write the number of white flowers as a fraction of the total number of flowers in the vase. Total number is 15. So it is equal to 7 out of 15. This is the fraction. The white flowers, number of flowers as a fraction of the total number of flowers. Okay, in the second one, among the items in this collection, separate the remaining items except the numbers in two groups based on their common characteristics and name the groups, right? Here you have to separate the items except the numbers, right? Then you don't take these numbers, you have to separate the other things, right? Into two groups. So you can see now, what are the other things? Other than numbers, what do you have? You have English letters and single letters, right? So you have to separate into two groups. Common characteristics and write single letters. English letters. So in single letters, you can take this one, this one, and this one, and this one, right? That's all, okay? And English letters, you can take A, B, C, and D. These are the things, right? And E is also there, right? Now you have to take, now these are the common characteristics, single letters and English letters, okay? Okay. Using only the numbers in this collection, answer for the following questions. You have to answer this question using only the numbers, okay? Write 4 multiples of 6. 4 multiples of 6. Okay, you can take the multiples of 6 as 6. You can take 6. And you have 12. Let's see if you have 18. Yeah, we have 18. And we have 24. Okay, that's it. These are the answers. Select and write 2 factors of 24 except 24. Okay, for this part. Factors of 24. That means the numbers which could divide 24 without a remainder. Right? Factors 24. Factors of 24, you can take 6 and 12. Because 6 can divide 24 and also 12 can divide 24. Therefore, 6 and 12 are factors of 24. And here, write down two numbers which are divisible by 5 without a remainder. Okay, if the number is divisible by 5, the last digit should be 5 or 0. Therefore, you can take, I'm writing this answer, fourth one, 2335. This is divisible by 5, 4540. That is also divisible by 5. That's right. Which number 736 and box is divisible by both 2 and 5? This number is divisible by 2 and 5 without a remainder. Find the digit suitable for the blank case. Actually, it is nothing but 0. Right. If it is 0, it can be divisible by 5 and also 10 and also by 2. Right. If you write any number which is 2, 4 or something, then it is divisible by 2, but it is not divisible by 5. Let's say you have 2, then it is divisible by 2, but not divisible by 5. Therefore, 2 doesn't work. The only digit you can write is 0. Fine. Okay, the number represented on this abacus, right? And the first question is 21.1235554. This is the decimal, right? Represent this in an abacus, so you have to draw. I will draw that in the same abacus, right? Actually, you have to draw another abacus, right? I'll show that. You have to draw these rods. And 6, that means here you have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 counters, and 1/10 you don't have. In hundreds, you have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counters. So you have to write like that for this question, right? Okay. Select and write the largest number among the above numbers represented in the abacus and the number given in numerals. That means this is 6.07. This is 23.54. Select and write the largest number among the above numbers represented in the abacus and the so you see now obviously this number is greater, right? 23.54 is greater, right? And then you have to add this very simple thing. 35.26 7.40, right? So you have to write like this because it has only one place. You have to write to two decimal places. 6, 6, this is 6, 5 plus 7 is 12, 1 carries, is going to be 4. Now this 42.66. And there's subtraction on the next question, 7.8 also has 6.27. This is 80. Right. Then you take 1 from here, 10 minus 7 is 3. Now this 7, 7 minus 2 is 5. And you have to take 1 from here, 10 minus 6 is 4. This is now 6. The answer is 64.53. And for the part C, okay, now this is equal to something like you have this second decimal place 7, therefore this should be 7. And the first decimal place you have 4, therefore this should be 4. Okay. Let's say you have 5.46 is equal to 5 plus 4 over 10 plus 6 over 100, right? I hope you understand this example also, but your answer is this, only this thing, right? Now this is an extra thing I'm teaching, right? Mhm. Okay. In this question, on the fourth question, A, B, C, D, E, F, G are several open and closed plane figures. Answer following questions using the above figures. Write the letters of two figures which are not closed rectilinear plane figures. Uh, Actually, two figures which are not closed rectilinear plane figures. There are two figures. You see now, one is F and the other one is A. You see now, this is not a closed figure and this is not a rectilinear figure, right? Because this one has a curved line. Therefore, you can write A and F for this answer. Okay. And write the letters of two closed plane figures with only right angles. Only right angles. That is B and E. Only this one and this one have only right angles, right? Write the name of the plane figures denoted by the letters of D and G respectively. You see now D, D. This is a parallelogram. G, this is a trapezium. Okay, that's it. And write the letters of the plane figures used for this figure. Actually, for this figure, you have a triangle and a trapezium. So what are the two figures used for this one? You see now triangle means C, right? Trapezium means G. Right, this is C, this is G. You can write C and G. Write the name of the figure denoted by the letter B and find the length of a side of it. If its perimeter is 32 centimeters. Okay. Letter denote, figure denoted by B. Let's see what is B. Okay, now see B is a square. Right. B is a square, its perimeter is 32. Its perimeter is 30. 32 means when you add up all these lengths, let's say this L, this L, this L, this L. So when you add all these four L's, you get 32. And therefore, the side length must be 32 divided by 4. You can get the side length by dividing that by 4, then it should be 8 centimeters. And then going to the fifth one, the above named as A, B, C are nets from which three solids can be made. Copy the following table onto your answer sheet and use in the above three nets fill in the blanks. Okay. Here this is something like this, but here one thing is missing, the cube. For this cube it should be there, should be another one, right? So A, name of the solid A should be cube. Name of the B is cuboid. And this one, the name of C is regular tetrahedron. Okay, and names number of edges. 4 cube is 12. And number of faces is 6, right? Shape of the face is a square or a cube. A cuboid number of edges is equal to same as the square. It is 12. Number of vertices, so same as cube. And number of faces 6. Okay, that's okay. And for the C, number of edges. Now you see, if you look at the regular tetrad, it should be something like this. I think no, this is the bottom. Okay. And if you take that number of edges should be 6. Number of words should be 4. Okay, all the others are right. Shape of the face is a equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means triangle whose all the sides are equal. And even if you write triangle, probably your teacher will give you answers. It depends because, but I think the best answer is equilateral triangle. Find the length of a side of a solid that can be made using the net C. Length of a side of the solid. Okay. In C, you have these triangles. Okay. The length of one side should be length of one side. And one face will be made of this triangle, right? And then what is that length? It should be 6 because this one is 12 and the half should be 6. Okay. And the side length of a face of that solid should be in this one. Length of the side of a solid that can be made using C. Find the length of the side. It is 6 centimeters. Find the breadth of the shaded rectangle in the net B. Okay, shaded rectangle. This one, breadth should be 5. Right? Because now this length has to be pasted with this. When you fold this and paste, you will understand. If you have done the practical, you'll understand it will paste on that edge. These two edges will be fixed together. They will meet, right? These two edges will meet. This edge will meet this one. And therefore, the breadth of that shaded part is going to be 5 centimeters, right? Okay, let's move to the 6th question. Here, we have fruit juice, water, sugar solution. Pavitra prepared a fruit drink by mixing above mentioned fruit juice, this one, water, sugar solution, water and sugar solution, right? Okay. And pours 200 milliliters into each glass and sells each glass of the drink at 100 rupees. That means she mix all these drinks and make fruit juice and fruit drink, and then she pours it into glasses, and that glass has 200 milliliters. Now that is the story. So whenever you have this kind of a question, the most important thing is that you understand the story clearly and completely. So if you do not understand, just read multiple times. 2-3 times you read, and then you can understand what it really says. Okay. And the first question, write the amount of fruit juice in milliliters. In fruit juice, milliliters, it's equal to 1 liter and 75 milliliters. 1 liter means 1000 milliliters plus 75 milliliters. Okay. And then when you add that, you get 1075 milliliters. Okay, that's it. And I have seen some children make the mistake. They write 1750 milliliters, and that is completely wrong. Right? When you see this, you tend to write like this, and that's wrong. 1000 you can do, you can keep a practice when you add, use this method, write like this, and then write 75 just like this, and then add, then you will not make that mistake. Okay, now you get that right answer. Okay, find how much more fruit juice than sugar solution. How much more fruit juice is there than sugar solution? Yeah, right. Now this is sugar solution, this is fruit juice. How much more fruit juice is there? So that you need to find the difference. Difference means you have to subtract. So let's go with liters, milliliters, 175, 0, 750. For that you need to write 0 here, because we can write 3 digits on the side of milliliters, right? And 5 minus 0 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. 0 minus 7 is not possible. You take 1 from here, then it is 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. Then this is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay, your answer is 325 milliliters, right? Whenever you write this kind of answers, you must write the units. Okay, do not forget to write the units. On this third part, find the total amount of fruit drink made by adding the amounts of solution in the above 3 containers. Find the total amount of fruit drink. Total amount of fruit drink made by adding the amounts of solution in the above 3 containers. That means you add all these things and then make the fruit drink, and you need to know the amount of fruit drink. Okay, so when you add up all these things, you make the fruit drink. So that you have to add all these liters, milliliters, then 1, 0, 75, 4, 225, and 0, 750. So when you add up all these things, you can get, and just do as exactly I do, because you can use your answer sheet and you can write, you have enough space. Do not try to answer these questions on the paper itself, because it doesn't tell you to answer on the paper itself, and also it doesn't give you the enough space, so that you need to answer that on separate answer sheets and write question numbers properly, and do the rough work, and also show the rough work, right? And that must be visible with the question, so that your teacher can see how you have approached this question. Even if your final answer is wrong, she'll give you the marks for these methods and steps. Therefore, you must not skip these methods and try to show them, make them visible. Okay, then you add this. 5 plus 5 is 10. Then you write 0. 1 carries. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 5, 50. 15. Then 5 we can write, and 1 carries. 1 comes up here. And 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 7, 10. Then you write 0. And 1 carries here. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 4, 6. Then okay, then this is going to be 6 liters, 50 milliliters, right? Even if you write like this, it is not wrong. It is okay. If you write like this, it's still right. Okay. But you can write one of these. Okay. And then the fourth part, find how many glasses of drink will be the total amount of fruit drink prepared above be enough for. Find how many glasses of drinks will the total amount of fruit drink prepared above be enough for. How many glasses? That means how many glasses that Pavitra can make using this drink. Actually, she sells 100 milliliters, 200 milliliters in a glass, right? Okay, then you need to see within this amount, 6 liters, 50 milliliters, you need to find how many 200 milliliters are there. For that, you have to divide this by 200. Okay, because you need to find how many 200s are there. Right. Okay, now let's do that. So, as always, you can start like this: liters, milliliters. This is how I have taught you 6 50 divided by 200. So if you write like this and start, this will be definitely wrong because you must write this 0 here. Okay, you must write that because remember to do this when you have milliliters, it has 3 digits. So let's say you have 75 milliliters, just write it 0.75 milliliters. When you have liters also on the other side, here you have liters, then write milliliters like this. Because there are 3 digits you can write on the side of milliliters. You must show all 3 digits, okay? And if you have centimeters and meters, let's say centimeters and meters, meters, centimeters. If you have, here you have, you can have any number of digits on the meters, but centimeters you must have 2 digits, right? Because you can write up to 99. Okay, 99 centimeters. When it goes to 100 centimeters, then it goes to the meter side as 1 meter. Therefore, you need 2 digits on the centimeter side. So if you have centimeters and millimeters, on the millimeter side, you must have only 1 digit. Okay. And if you have kilometers and meters, then there should be 3 digits on the meter side because you can write up to 999. Right. When it becomes 1000, it goes to the kilometer side as 1 kilometer. Okay. So I think you better remember these things. And now let's solve this problem. For 6, you don't have any 200s, right? Then you write 0. For 60, you don't have any 200s. Then you write 0. For 605, for 605, you have 3 200s. 3 into 200 is equal to 600. Okay. Then you have 5 left here. Then for 5, you don't have any 200s. Then you take this 0, 50. For 50, you don't have, you have 0 200s, right? Okay. Okay, 3 into 0 into 200 is 0. Your remainder will be 50, right? The 50 milliliters will remain. So you can easily understand that. You see, now actually 6 liters means 6,000 milliliters, right? And 6 liters, 50 milliliters means 6,000 milliliters plus 50 milliliters. You know, you cannot fill a glass with 50 milliliters. This will definitely remain. For 6,000 you can divide by 200, right? If you divide by 200, you will have 30 glasses. And you understand that 200 multiplied by 30 is equal to 6,000, right? 200 multiplied by 30 equals 6,000. Or otherwise, there is another way you can think. Let's take 1,000 milliliters. It is equal to 1 liter. 1,000 milliliters. 1,000 milliliters equals to 5 glasses. Because 200 into 5 is 1,000. 5 glasses, right? But you have 6 liters. Then 5 times 6. That means 30 glasses. When you make 30 glasses, you need 6,000 milliliters. And this 50 milliliter will remain because you have 6 liters, 50 milliliters. And this 50 milliliters you cannot fill. With this 50 milliliters, you cannot fill a glass. Okay. Right. And then your answer is 30 glasses. This amount of fruit drink will be enough for 30 glasses. On this day, she earns an income of 3,500 from selling fruit drinks. How much fruit drinks to be prepared in addition to the amount of drinks prepared above to obtain this income? Okay. Now, if she sells this, let's see if she sells 30 glasses. Income from 30 glasses. She made 30 glasses. So 30 glasses, that means 30 into 100. That means 3,000 rupees. She made 3,000 rupees with this amount. But they say in this day, on this particular day, she made 3,500 rupees. That means how many glasses should she make? Then you need to find how many hundreds are there in this. So you know how to do this, right? Then you have to divide 3,500 by 100. You have to divide that by 100, okay? And you know what happens when you divide by 100. What happens is these two zeros cancel out, right? Then your answer is 35. That means she has sold 35 glasses, okay? Then how much fruit drink to be prepared in addition to the amounts of drink prepared above to obtain this income? That means you need to see how much more drink she made. Actually, she has made 35 glasses, right? Then we need to find the amount of fruit drink she made on this particular day. Okay, what is that amount? Okay, I will write it here. The amount. Let's go step by step, okay? The amount of fruit drink she made. The amount of fruit drink she made during this particular day is now 35 into 200, okay? Because one glass contains 200 milliliters, right? One glass means 200 milliliters. Okay, then when you multiply this thing, you can multiply, then you know multiplication, right? Here, I will give you a trick. Here you have only zeros here. Then you multiply 2 by 35. 35 multiplied by 2 is 70. And then take 2 more zeros. Okay. Now, this many milliliters, right? She has made 7,000 milliliters. That means 7 liters. Okay. Right. Then actually, this is not the final answer. They didn't ask how much she made. They asked how much more she made. Right? How much more than that particular day. How much food drinks to be prepared in addition to the amount of drinks prepared above to obtain this income. How much more was made? You need to find how much more. Actually, for that, you need to take the difference. So liters, milliliters. So on this day, she has made 7 liters and 0 milliliters. On the first day, she made 6 liters and 50 milliliters. So you are supposed to find the difference. That's what they ask. Okay, 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 5 is not possible. You take one from here and another one from here. Then you take one from here and then this becomes 10 and this becomes 9. I think you understand that, right? And then 10 minus 5 is 5. This is 9. 9 minus 0 is 9. Okay. 6 minus 6 is 0. Okay. Now you can write the amount, additional amount is 950 milliliters. Okay. So I hope you understand this. So this is the answer for the final part of this question. Okay. So if you answer like this, so do not miss any of the steps, right? Don't try to understand whole thing at once. Just write one by one. If you have problems understanding while you listen, just start writing. Start one by one steps, right? Step by step. Then you will really definitely understand because that stays in mind and that sinks in. Okay. 7. Last question. So among the factors of 12, write 2 prime numbers. So you know factors of 12, right? 12 is equal to 1 into 12 is 12. You can find, this is how you find the factors, right? 2 into 6 is 12. 3 into 4 is 12. Right, that's it. Right, those are the ways. So all the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. These are the factors of 12. But you are not supposed to write all the factors. If you write all the factors, your answer will be wrong, because what that indicates is that you have not understood the question, right? I just showed you how to get all the factors. The prime factors should be 2 and 3. Okay, you need to take only the prime factors, because 2 and 3 are prime numbers. So 1 is not prime. It is neither prime nor composite. The 4 is composite, 6 is composite, 12 is also composite. Therefore, you cannot take those factors. Okay. And write two square numbers between 50 and 100. You know the square numbers. You can take you can take 6 square. 6 squared is equal to 36. So it is, you cannot take that. 7 squared is equal to 49. You cannot take that. 8 squared is equal to 64. Okay, that's okay. You can write 64. And 9 squared is equal to 81. You can take 81. And if you don't know how to get the square numbers, you get square numbers by multiplying that number by itself. So 1 into 1 is equal to 1 square, which is equal to square number. 1 into 1 is equal to 1. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. And 4 into 4 is equal to 16. 5 into 5 is equal to 25. 6 into 6 is equal to 36. 7 into 7 is equal to 49. And 8 into 8 I have written. 8 into 8 is equal to 64. 9 into 9 is equal to 81. 10 into 10 is equal to 100. So these are the square numbers. So I think you understand this, right? These are the square numbers. So even if you have to make a square number, you have to multiply that number by itself, right? And then you have only these two, because you need to write the numbers which are between 50 and 100. Okay, between. If you write between, you cannot take these boundaries. If you are writing some numbers between 50 and 100, you cannot take 50, and also you cannot take 100. You have to take the numbers between, right? Okay. Now, find the digit suitable for the blank and write down which triangle number is. Actually, this should be blank. Okay. So I think it's a typing mistake. So it has to be blank. Okay. Find the digit suitable for the blank and write down which triangular number is it. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. That means this is seventh triangular number. Seventh triangular number. So you can write that. Fine. Okay, now you can write that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Just like that, right? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 6, 21, 21 plus 7, 28. Okay. Okay, now your answer is 28. Fine. And then here find the two triangular numbers suitable for blank edges and write it on your answer sheet. Here for 25, you can take, you see, now we will see this up to here you have 6 and up to here you have 10. Okay, we'll take 10. Okay, and we have up to here we have 15. Okay. If you add these two, you just have to think here. If you add these 1 to 4, you will get 10. If you add 1 to 6, 1 to 5, you get 15. Then 10 plus 15 is equal to 25. 10 and 2 to 15 are triangular numbers. Find two triangular numbers suitable for the blank edges and write it on your answer sheet. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and then find the perimeter of this triangle and write it in meters and centimeters. Fine, you have all this in centimeters. Let's add this. Perimeter means you have to add all these lengths. If you add all these lengths, you can get the perimeter. And let's find that. Okay, and you have meters, centimeters. You have 0, 510, 0, 325, 0, 710. Okay, then let's add 5 plus 0 is 5, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 7 is 50. Okay, and then 1 carries and 1 comes here, this 1. Okay, then your answer should be 1 meter, 545 centimeters. Now that's it. Okay, so if you have answered like this, your answer is correct. So I hope you understand all this. And that's the last question of the part 2. And I hope you understand all this. If you have any doubts, just let me know. And also try to make the maximum use of this. And I want to help you get the maximum marks for your term test and improve your confidence. And let some others also know, so you can share this video with your friends and just watch this multiple times and answer the question. The first thing is you need to write all these things by yourself, right? Write your answers. Just watch one question. I mean, let's say you take this one question and answer it, and then see how I get the answer and check it. And then go to the next question, answer it, and see how I do it, and mark it and correct. If you have made any mistakes, you just correct it. Okay. So I want you to do like that and get the maximum marks. And so thank you for watching to the end. So I'll see you in another discussion.